All right, what's up, everyone? Duquesne23 here, and welcome back to Fan Mail Fridays. Sorry I stopped them. It's just that I couldn't, do them. I just didn't have enough time. So now I do have enough time, and we're able to do this again. And I'm doing something a little different than what I did in previous Fan Mail Fridays. Earlier, I used to have gameplay of something like Halo or whatever in the background. But I decided to do it like this. If y'all like it like this, just tell me yes or no or something like that. So we can decide on what we're going to do. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the questions. There aren't too many questions, but that's my fault. Just because I decided to, tell everyone about this like the day before or the day of, whenever, like right now it's, like 3 o'clock in the morning, whenever I'm recording this. But earlier, I guess you would say Friday, is whenever posted the thing about ask your questions and stuff like that. So that's my fault. Most other Fan Mail Fridays, pretty much all the other ones, I'm gonna post something on Thursday morning on Facebook, and you can just uh, go onto my Facebook and you can just go ahead and ask your question. And you can ask questions all week long, anytime on Twitter. Just use the hashtag Duquesne23. What does it say? I think it's fan mail. Let me just make sure. Let me click on this. Let me look. Yes, it is hashtag Duquesne23 fan mail. So just put that in. You can do that anytime. I will also have a link to the Gaming Pro forums. If you signed up for the forums, you could just ask a question there. I will have a special forum area for Fan Mail Friday questions, and you could just ask a question there, and I will pull, all the stuff from there. But yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and get into the questions. There aren't too many of them, and some of them are kind of repeated on Twitter and Facebook, so we'll just kind of clump all those together. But Michael and I believe a Little Puttentator, I love that name. I love that gamer tag and stuff. But Michael and Little Puttentator ask pretty much, what game are you looking forward to the most in 2014? And that is a tough one. Just because I know there's a Halo game coming out. There's rumors going around that it'll be Halo 2 Anniversary, which it does make sense. I will talk that a little bit later because there is a question about it. At least there was a question about it. Let me make sure that there is one. If not, I'm going to talk about it now. But yeah, okay, so it doesn't look like there is a question about it. So yeah, so I will talk about it now. But Halo 2 Anniversary, there's a speculation going around that that is the Halo game that would be coming out this year, and Halo 5 will be next year in 2015. Personally, I'm completely okay with that, just because of the fact that they got more time to work on the main Halo game. So that means it could be polished a lot more. It won't come out without the file share working, without a lot of weapon balancing issues. And also the speculation, the rumor is that the Halo 2 Anniversary will have a beta come with it. So for Halo 5, which I would really like that, because that way they could test out the weapon balancing and servers and everything like that. So that's, I think, a really smart move by them. If, of course, that happens. If that happens, who knows? Um, but yeah, so, I'm not really sure because I'm excited, of course, about Destiny. That's going to be awesome. I'm, of course, a little bit worried about Destiny on the content. Now, Bungie, they are Bungie, and they normally do a very good job of everything that they pretty much do. So that's why another reason why I'm not really too worried. But I'm worried with MMOs, a lot of times you run out of content fairly fast. Like, once you complete everything, it happened to Defiance, which that was a great game. It was had great potential, but once you got done with the content, it's just like, well, what do you want to do now? There's really, and you could go in there, play with other people, and do a whole bunch of like cool stuff and everything, even afterwards. It's just that it gets very repetitive and very boring. So I am a little bit worried about that in Destiny, which, again, guys, I'm not like that worried about it. It is Bungie. I know how good they are, and I am excited for their game Destiny. And so I'm just saying that's the only thing I'm worried about with Destiny. Another game I'm really looking forward to is, I don't think it comes out in 2014 though, is Fable Legends. I think that may come out next year in 2015 or at the fall. I don't know. It may come out in 2014. I'm not exactly sure. But Fable Legends, I'm a huge Fable fan. I loved all the Fable games. Of course, Fable 1 is my favorite. And Fable 3 is probably my least favorite, but I still loved them. I still had a lot of fun with them. So I'm hoping Fable Legends will pick up on the slack that Fable 3 did. And also with Peter Molyneux not there, we will probably get a lot of actual like things like the developer saying, hey, this will be in the game, and it actually will be in the game. It won't just be, some like lie or something, like saying, hey, this is going to be in the game, and then all of a sudden we find out it's not actually in the game. But yeah, Fable Legends, I'm really excited for the crew. If you don't have an idea anything about the crew, I would definitely suggest checking it out. What the crew is, it's pretty much just a racing game that's an open world and MMO racing game type of thing. And you can actually upgrade your vehicles and stuff. Like you can change out the chassis of your vehicle. Let's say you're doing an off-road race of your vehicle. You can tune your vehicle, like to very detailed tune your vehicle to the off-road style race. Change out the tires, adjust your suspension, your engine, just everything like that. And then let's say you're going to a street race, so then you do the same. You change your tires, so you can do a street race. Now they said the world is massive. It takes, I think, like an hour and a half, or I don't know, something like that, an hour or something to drive from one side of it to the other side if you have the fastest vehicle in the game and go the most direct route. So that is amazing. That is a huge world, an hour of actual real like us time, not in-game time and everything. And you can race around with your friends and stuff. You can do things like that. You can form whenever you're racing and everything. You can actually like while you're going in a race, and maybe you and two of your other friends are in a race with you, and there's of course a bunch of other random people in there. Since you're in a crew and stuff, you can actually race, and everyone wins in your crew if just one of your crew members crosses the finish line first. So your other crew members can like try to mess up the other players and everything like that. So that's just really cool. Of course, probably the person who finishes first is going to get a little bit more XP or whatever. I don't know what's in the game, or money or something like that. So, but it's really awesome, neat idea. And also they said in certain races, I believe that other players that aren't racing can actually screw you up. So if they're just driving around in the world and stuff like that, and you're actually in the middle of a race, other players can cross in front of you and run into you and screw you up. So it would be really interesting. That could be a little bit annoying, but I actually personally like that just because it makes it to where all the races are different. Like even though you may do the same race again, it's different because of the fact that there's outside factors that could be messing you up. So I'm just kind of rambling here and stuff. But like the crew is something that I'm extremely excited for. Yeah, that of course, the Halo games, the crew. What else? Of course, Titanfall. Duh. Titanfall I'm really excited for. I have played it and it was a lot of fun. Nice mix between COD and Halo and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. And so then I'm trying to think what else. Other games. I wonder if Sunset Overdrive is coming out. That just looks interesting. We don't know a lot about it, but it looks really interesting. Oh, Dying Light. Is Dying Light coming out this year? I'm not exactly sure if all these are coming out, but Dying Light, if I'm saying the name right, if that is the title of it, it is from the makers of Dead Island or D Island. But it's the makers of Dead Island. It's a mix between Mirror's Edge and like Dead Island. So you can do free running and everything like that, but with a zombie apocalypse type of thing. And if you go out at night, there's these crazy looking zombies that are like freaky and stuff, and they like you do not mess with them. So in other words, you don't go out at night. It's extremely dangerous once you go out at night because those zombies actually show up. So I'm really excited about that one too. Just for mainly the free running aspect. I love free running in games and everything. And of course, I don't know if Mirror's Edge 2 is going to be coming out this year or not. I just know it is going to be coming out, and that's something I'm extremely excited about. But man, I talked a long time about that. But okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next one. Niles or Nils, sorry if I said that wrong. Are you excited for Destiny, and are you going to make videos of the beta? Well, as you could tell, I already talked about it. I am very excited for for Destiny, and I will be making videos of Destiny, and I will also be having little play dates And most likely me and More Console will be, playing together. We can do some play dates together and stuff like that. That would be a lot of fun. I do want to try, which he said it would be awesome if we do this. Get videos of me and him, doing some co-op action or something like that. I think that would be a lot of fun, and promote each other's channels, typical things like that. But yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'm gonna have plenty of play dates. Make sure you follow me on Twitter because of the fact that whenever Destiny comes out, I might just say, hey, I feel like playing with a bunch of people. Just come hop on. It's not necessarily an official play date, but it's just something. So yeah, let's go to the next question. Ryan asks, how's Aiden doing? He's doing good. Right now he is sleeping, and I'm so happy he's able to sleep through me talking and everything. So I'm able to make all my videos in the middle of the night once he actually goes to bed. So that's how I'm able to upload videos 2 times a day. But yeah, the only problem is I get a lack of sleep because like right now, again, it's 3:18 and in the morning. And most likely by the time I get done rendering this video, if I only make one video, currently tonight I have so far made 5 videos, like at least recorded 5 videos. I haven't edited and rendered all those videos, which I have to do that before I go to bed. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Luckily, I have a good computer that can render videos relatively fast. But yeah, so I'm going to be staying up late. And then, of course, tomorrow I'm going to be waking up. I'm going to most likely possibly be running a marathon or a half marathon with my dad in the Austin, I don't know what it's called. It's in Austin, Texas. It's the half marathon there. I forget what it's called. But yeah, I hate running, but the fact is my dad was going to be running with my brother, but my brother's not able to do it because he's gonna be doing missions and stuff like that. So he has some things to do with the church. He's gonna be leaving for like 3 years or something like that this summer to go overseas and stuff. So everyone, wish him good luck. And if you are a Christian or something like that, please pray for him. But yeah, so he's not able to do it. So I don't want my dad to have to run it by himself. And the last time I exercised, like actually exercised to exercise, not just me going hiking or something like that. Last time I actually went and exercised was in high school, and I am 27. So you can, it was a long time ago, almost 10 years ago. So yeah, this is going to be really interesting. I'm about to go run on, actually today, or by the time you watch this, it will be today, Saturday and stuff. And I'm going to be running a 3 mile warm up deal because that's when my dad runs to help him train and stuff. So I don't want him to have to run by himself and, and everything like that. So I figured might as well train a little bit with him. So I'm going to be running 3 miles today, and that's going to be interesting. And I'm probably going to be running 3 miles on a total of like 4 hours sleep. So that would be even more interesting. So yeah, kids, yay! No, I'm just kidding. I love Aiden. I don't care if I get a lack of sleep and stuff like that. Just being with them, just being around them. It's I don't know what to say. Like it's amazing to be able to have a kid of your own. And I'm not saying everyone just go out and have kids, but I'm saying if you find the right person, personally, I believe you should get married first before you have kids. But that's just my belief. You all have y'all's own. But I'm just saying, get married, have a kid afterwards, and make sure you have kids, even if you're not married and you want kids with whatever significant other you have. Make sure make sure y'all are ready. It is a major change. Luckily, me and my wife, we aren't the type of people that go out and go party, go to bars, go to clubs, we're not very social, so to speak. We like staying home. We like staying home watching movies and everything like that. So it wasn't as much of a change, but for people who do like going out and being more social and everything, it is a major change because you're not going to be able to really do that anymore unless you constantly have a babysitter, which most people don't like constantly having a babysitter. Like personally, me, I love being around Aiden. I don't like making someone babysit, even if me and Jennifer just want to go to a movie. That's why we probably, since Aiden was born, we've only gone to like 2 movies. And he was born like a year and I don't know, like 3 months ago. But yeah, so just make sure you're ready. And I don't know how that got from parenting tips, or I guess about to be a parent tips from how's Aiden doing, but yeah, that's the whole thing. But okay, Austin asks, what do you think of the Halo TV series? what do you think? Oh, what do you think the Halo TV series will be about? So personally, I'm not sure exactly what it'll be about. I know no one really knows; it's all just speculation. But I do like the idea of a Spartans kind of being in it. But I like how the Forward Unto Dawn was, done. It wasn't about Chief. He showed up. It's cool having a Spartan there and everything like that. But it was mainly about Lasky, and so someone that's a little bit more human. Which although at the end of Halo 4, spoiler alert, Chief, man, he really pulling on your heartstrings there, with the whole Cortana thing, where he goes to Lasky's like, she told me that once whenever Lasky said that you're not a machine. And she's told me that once. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be maybe towards like an ODST, maybe, some Marines or a group of people or something like that. A little bit more human, not necessarily Spartans. But if it is a Spartan group, like, I'm okay with it. I don't really care as long as it's made well. And, I'm fine. It's going to be pretty awesome anyways. But okay, next question. Temporal Enigma asks, whatever happened to the Gamecast podcast? Yeah, so the Gamecast, what happened was, it's just that our times that we can be able to do it conflicted way too much. It made it very difficult. Because Robo, he has a job that kind of switches up times on whenever he's working. And so we have to constantly switch up times there. And then, Koala and stuff, he has times his sleep schedule is insanely off. Like he'll sleep during the middle of the day and stay up in the middle of the night, or the next day he may stay up during the day and sleep. So his sleep schedule is all messed up. Biowolf works and stuff, but he's normally okay in the afternoon to be able to do it. I am taking care of Aiden, so I can't do it any time during the day. So that's my biggest issue. So if they have time to be able to do it during the day, I can't. So that would cut any of that off. And also, anytime that Jennifer comes home, if I am able to do it, I have to kick her out of the house pretty much and send her next door to her parents' house. And then I would, I would do the whatever Gamecast for like an hour or something like that. And then I'd call her back. But I don't like doing that. I don't like sending her next door. Just because she gets home from working, she's tired, she doesn't want to have to go anywhere, she just wants to kick back and relax, which that's why I love her so much, that the fact that she understands what I do and she is perfectly okay with going next door. But she, I just don't feel like it's right. I don't want to, kick her out and make her always go next door. So that's the reason why we stopped the Gamecast. We might pick it back up at a later date sometime in the future, but not right now, just because our schedules and our times aren't good. All right, so then Biowolf asks, if there is one thing you can ever have in any game, what would it be and why? I know most people would know this, but the thing that I would want in my game, like any game, the thing that I want is simply a terrain editor, a weather effect type of thing in Halo, like Forge. That's what I want. I want something kind of like Project Spark, where you're able to really build whatever you want and stuff. I want that in Forge. And be able to have weather effects. But I want, like in Project Spark, you can have it to where it can snow, and you can actually have it over time. The ground will become white and stuff. And it's like, that is so awesome. So, like that would be so cool. You start on a normal level or something. It doesn't have snow on the ground, but then it starts snowing like halfway through the level or something, like halfway through playing. And then all of a sudden, snow starts showing up on the ground. That would be so cool. And same thing with raining and everything. That would be awesome, just to be able to, like while let's say it's a racetrack, you're racing through, racetrack, then all of a sudden, like let's say halfway through the race, it just starts raining. So then it gets kind of cloudy. Some fog can roll in, or I don't know, just something, just make it obstruct the view a little bit, make it a little bit more difficult. That's what I want in any game. I would just want something, a more robust Forge, that's like a legitimate editor and everything. That would be pretty awesome. All right, so then Tyboy asks, will you ever try a nacho Oreo cookie? Yes, I would. I love nachos and I love Oreos. I'm sorry, Tyboy, but Oreos are better. I'm just sorry, you just face it. Oreos are better than nachos. It's just the way of life. It's It's actually scientifically proven. So I'm just throwing that out there. It's scientifically proven. You know, the study that Billy Bob did, back in 2006 proved that Oreos are better than nachos. Which actually there was a study that said Oreos are extremely addicting. Like they did it with mice or something. Like they gave the mice like, I don't know what it was. It was like cocaine or something. And they had the same reactions to eating like the cocaine or something to going after the Oreos and stuff. So that's ridiculous. But yeah, I just think that's kind of funny. But okay, so now let's look on here. Blue Impulse asks, what do you want most in Halo Xbox One? That pretty much goes with the Forge. I want a terrain editor. I want pretty much what I said earlier. I just want that in the next Halo game. Oh my gosh, because the thing is, you look at Halo 3. Halo 3 started Forge, and so everyone's super pumped about it. Halo Reach made a major leap in Forge by providing a Forge world, which that is way bigger than what we got in Halo 3, and also phasing objects. We didn't have that in Halo 3, so phasing objects and being able to stick objects in midair and keep them there and they would stay there, that was a huge leap. That was a huge leap, and made Forge feel fresh and new and everything. Halo 4. Forge, a lot of people don't like it and stuff, but personally, I think it's pretty much the same as Reach. There are some features that were, taken out, but also there are some features added that were really cool. But there wasn't a huge leap. That was the biggest issue, I think, with Halo 4 Forge. There wasn't a big leap, so it got a little bit boring fast, just because it felt like the same as Reach. And so people were, other people complain about other stuff, but I think what it came all down to, at least personally for me, it got tiring just, because you've played it already for years in Halo Reach. And so whenever you came to Halo Forge, it was practically the same with a few things added. And it's just that it just felt the same thing. So it just kind of, got a little bit boring, got a little bit stale kind of quick. So I'm hoping in the next Halo game, they really do something that would, bring it, make Forge feel extremely fresh. Maybe, even just have a huge, like Forge World was big and Forge Island is way bigger than Forge World. A lot of people don't realize that just because it's more empty. But it is way bigger than Forge World. So I would like to see something though, like seriously, somewhere around 15 times the size of Forge World. With the power of the Xbox One and everything, and I would think you would be able to do something like that. But imagine having different environments, having, if they aren't able to do the weather effects and things like that, have just different environments on one massive Forge world where you can have a massive world and stuff, and you can have a grasslands on one area, you can have like a desert and snow up in the mountains or something, forest type of thing, a beach area and stuff. That would be pretty cool, but it's something that's like 15 times the size, or at least 10 times the size of Forge World. And that means it'll be so crazy, like it would take forever to get all the way across it. I don't care, it would just be awesome. So then Crazy Spartan put, in the next Halo, which feature would you be a must-have in Forge? So I already answered that, so go on to the next one. But that looks like that is it. Let me check everything. That is all the questions for this week's Fan Mail Friday. Again, guys, all the links will be in the description, and all the directions on how to submit a question for Fan Mail Friday will be down in the description also. So be sure to, I guess, like this video if y'all enjoyed it, and share it around, and subscribe for more of these Fan Mail Fridays and other gameplay videos. And I will see y'all next time. Later, guys.